This is Andrea Luna, COMM101-03F, process speech, titled Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Good afternoon. The forecast for today is warm and humid with thunderstorms building along the dry line. If you aren't careful out there today, you can end up somewhere over the rainbow with Toto and Dorothy, because these are the perfect ingredients for a tornado to form. From air temperature and humidity to the eventual dissipation, this is the process of the tornado. Most tornado seasons last from March to July, depending on where you live. For us in the Midwest, June and July are the most predominant. Conditions for a tornado is when warm, moist Gulf air comes up to meet Canadian cold air, along with dry air from the west. These conditions form supercell thunderstorms, which are usually preceded by the tornado. A tornado forms when there is a sudden change in wind speed and direction, and this causes an invisible rotating cylinder that is horizontal. Sometimes rising air catches the end of the cylinder and forces it upward, causing a vertical column, and this is called an updraft. As the pressure drops around the tornado, this causes it to spin faster and faster. When the tornado is on the ground, it can take different paths. Sometimes it goes in a straight line from southwest to northeast. Sometimes they are looping, and this is the most destructive, where it goes around the same area twice. And sometimes they're broken, where it skips from one section to another, and this is the most unpredictable. There are many things to consider with the safety of tornado watches and warnings. When there is a tornado watch, that means that the conditions are very favorable for tornadoes to form, but there isn't any spotted. When there is tornado warnings, that means a tornado has been spotted, whether in person or on Doppler, and you should take immediate precautions to keep your family and yourself safe. Tornadoes end basically when the air cuts off. There's a lot of argument between meteorologists of why it ends. The only thing that is certain is that the air gets cut off from the inside of the tornado, causing it to quit spinning. A tornado can last from several seconds to hours. One of the longest tornadoes in history was in 1925, spanning 219 miles and lasting 3.5 hours, that started in Missouri, went all the way across to Illinois, and ended in southern Indiana. The worst outbreak of tornadoes was in April 3rd and 4th in 1974, lasting 18 hours, with 140 tornadoes in 13 U.S. states, killing 300 plus people and doing $3.5 billion worth of damages. The damages from the tornado are assessed using the Fujita, or the enhanced Fujita scale. This is not an exact science, but surveyors go through and they look at the destruction on different types of building, and this is how they rate the tornadoes. An example of this is if cars have been moved, roofs are blown off, trees are uprooted, then it's likely an EF2 with 111 to 135 mile per hour winds. This scale goes from EF0 to EF5. The EF5 would be the most destruction, with complete loss of all property and damages, projectile cars, flown through the air like missiles, and complete destruction of everything. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed learning about the process of tornadoes.